Here. And then here. Alrighty, Luka versus Fasty. Let's see how this goes. Vamos. I don't know who I'm cheering for. I mean, the easier match for me in the long run. This is Atomic Atomar. Wait, well, let's losers bracket. So I'm right here. This is the match going on right now. If I beat Asta and win whoever wins against whoever wins this, then Fasty's definitely better than me. Luka, I've got a shot against. Let's see. Ongoing. Anonymous. I assume this is Fasty. Playing Ayabar. Oh, they restarted because of a non-scam. Here we go. This is the real match. Okay, game one. Oh, I need to put this guy. Let's see. Oh, it's down here. I need to put it up here. Oh, it says Lek. Oh no. Let's fix that real quick. This is Luka Fasty. Everyone here should know what that means. Okay, first game's not a draw. That was a scam. All right, I'm going to leave that there so I can get to it when we need to. Okay. All right, so what do we got? E4, E6, E4, knight C6, A6 stopping the knight coming to B4, knight F6, and G4 stopping the knight going to G4. I'm not a huge fan of G4. I don't think it's necessary. I think H3 is perfectly fine. Even H4, really. Knight on G4, well, in this line it's threatening a fair bit, but it's not that big a threat in a lot of lines. But here I can see G4 being okay. Okay, then Bishop D3, attacking H2, trying to blow up some stuff. F5, blocking the bishop from attacking H2. Now here, black has some quick development. White's got a lot of space. White can opt to trade off light square bishop here. Continues to take space for the H4. I don't know how much I like that. White already has space, and these pawns can be weaknesses in the end game. Though the king can run up and grab them a little bit. Luka's going for the two pawns at once opening. We'll see how that works out for him. All right, a check, which is not really a check because this is Atomar. If A takes, then the knight jumps in. Could be a bit of a problem, but if you don't take, your other option is to play knight blocks, and then knight takes D4, and knight takes D4, pawn takes. You're threatening D2 to win a pawn. That looks okay for white, I guess. I don't hate that. Me. Also, I didn't change the stream title in all of that. Let me change the stream title. That might be helpful. I'm totally not paying attention to the game right now. Okay, let's actually change that. Please, thank you. Stream updated successfully. Thank you. Fantastic. Okay. Back to the game at hand. Let's see what happened. He played Queen E7. I don't even know what the idea is behind that move. Okay. I guess to play rook here at some point. Sure. Okay, now two blacks just got the two bishops and what? Resigns. Oh, because after the king moves, there's bishop takes g1. That makes sense. Okay. Gunshots. That's how it works. I'll have to view the rematch because this is CVT and they don't do it for me. Okay. E4 from Tsunami. If you don't know what Atomar is, it is just atomic, but the king is immune to explosions. Obviously not immune to captures, but immune to explosions. So if you take on f7 or f2, the king doesn't blow up, but the bishop and the knight do. Explosions work the exact same way as they do in atomic, where pawns that are not taken don't explode, but everything else explodes. Yeah, sorry about the gunshots. That's how CVT noises work. Chess variants, not training. Okay, so a knight sack. These knight sacks generally aren't nearly as good in Atomar as they are in Atomic, but they're all right, I guess. Bishop, bishop. Queen b5. Just takes and then takes. And black would be up a piece for a pawn. The knight for the f pawn. Bro, why not queen takes h7? Probably because Luka doesn't know what he's doing. Queen takes h7. Yeah, queen takes h7 looks fine. Does look really good for white though, because the queen stopped from taking on b2, but there's still a threat to take on b7 for white. Yeah, I think in general, a queen is worth roughly a rook and a pawn, or two minor pieces and a pawn. So a rook and a knight and a pawn is generally pretty good for the side with the pieces. Here, just take on b7, right? What's the idea? After queen takes b7, what's black? Queen here, you just block with the bishop. You can move your king if you want to, but just block with the bishop. This, black gets really quick development with, knight h6, bishop b5, that kind of stuff. Queen e4 takes c2. Yeah, but then white's up an exchange in the endgame, and that looks really good for white. Wait a second. Did Luka win the first game? Am I crazy? Do I have the score wrong? Oh gosh. Yeah, black. Oh, black. Luka was black. Oh my gosh, I have the score wrong. That could have been bad. Good thing I checked. This is 1-0. I do have the score wrong. Okay, so yeah, this kind of position, I think the only real option black has is to try and play with the queen. Try and win with the queen. And use the combination of the queen plus maybe this rook or maybe the bishop and the activity to track down the king. I don't think just taking on c2 is good enough. Link to game. I can do that. There you go. There's the link to the game. So black has this idea of trying to trade the bishop for the f-pawn and mating the king with the rook and the queen. Luka did win the first game. No, Atomic is not the same as Atomar. Atomar, the king is immune to explosion. So in Atomic, obviously it's white to move, and it would be mate because black would either take on D7 or F7 or D2 or F2. But here that's not mate because the king doesn't explode. Okay, king's got a choice to make: F1 or D1. If you go to D1, there's or castles. Yeah, I didn't even think about castles. Yeah, but you can't trade off too many pieces. It's very easy to do. Yeah, there's king blunders here, but yeah, I'd probably prefer white here because I think you just play D3, and trade the bishops. And there's not really a good way to mate with just the queen. You need other pieces around. This is drawn. Yeah, there's almost certainly a perpetual here somewhere, but no, queen G2 is not mate for black because the king would take the queen. The king is immune to explosion, so kings can capture. Like, queen takes H2, the queen explodes, the pawn on H2 explodes, the pawn on G3 does not, and the king does not. And if queen G2 now, king takes queen, both the pawns don't explode and the king doesn't explode. Yeah, black's probably got to go for a perpetual here, but after king G4 or king H4, I guess there's no check here. Queen can't check, bishop can't check because the king would take it. Black looks worse here. Normal mates and forcing the king into like a stalemate. Yeah, this looks winning for white. Yeah, rook pawn pawn queen is a win for the rook. Yeah, and there's an extra knight around, so this looks totally winning. White can be checkmated, but here it's very tough. Yeah, because the kings can connect like that. Fasty just swindled. How did Fasty swindle? Am I missing something? This looks totally fine for me. Don't play H4. I mean, you can, I guess, but knight check. Yeah, I think white's perfectly fine here. Knight check, king here, rook here, and that's mate. So the rook goes here to G5, the pawn takes, and if the king goes back, then rook takes. Not even an endgame. Okay, so that's a Luka win. That's 2-0 for Luka. Great start for Luka. Everyone expected Fasty to win. But Luka's started strong here. Knight F3, Knight C6 is the opening choice by Luka. C6, I don't love that move. It's really passive. It does try and get your queen out, and there's a lot of openings where you're trying to get your queen to trade off for a lot of pieces, so maybe it's not too bad. I have a game tonight in just under 4 hours, so 4 hours from when this match started is when my match is tonight. And I will probably also be streaming that. Knight F3, C3 is strong in Atomar engine theory. Fasty. Oh, I see what it is. So IJH is friends with Fasty. Gave him the lowdown knowledge on what the engine said. Yeah, 1F6 is garbage. That's past your bedtime. It's close to when I go to sleep, but Well, IJH, if Fasty loses this match, then you might have to give him some lowdown knowledge to get him to win in the win in the losers bracket. IJH is just gonna start running his engine and feed intel to Fasty. Assistant TD cheats for #1 seed. I can see the headlines now. But this looks really good for white. Strong pawn structure, blocking out the bishop. Just play b3. Don't really need to think about it too hard. I mean, I guess both squares are covered. You don't need to play b3, but knight f3 e5. I wouldn't play it. Discord manifesto incoming. Give me 1 second. All right, we back. What happened? Luka winning a third game in a row. Bring this back up. I mean, he's up a piece, but this is probably just a draw. Oh no, he's down a piece. Tsunami's white here. Yeah, this is probably just a draw. Rooks get traded. No kings are going to get cut off. Seems pretty drawn, if you ask me. Yeah, this should be a dead draw. Okay, IJH has his engine set up. He's ready to go. The official engine commentary from the engine man himself. For those who don't know, IJH has an engine, and it is. Wait, what? This is just allowing G3 and blocking the king out because you can't take on F3 because the knight takes. This looks suddenly pretty good for white. I think you need to keep the B and C pawns connected to keep a nice strong line of defense against the black king. But I mean, I guess you got the knight blocking these two squares. It's probably okay. King d4 wins for white. Well, he played king d5. I don't know where king d4 was. This should be winning for white, right? Am I stronger than the engine? In human play, this looks very good for white. Especially if Luka's not activating his king. Oh yeah, this has got to be totally winning. You don't even need the knight. You can just run these two pawns, and while the king's distracted over here, you get a pass pawn. A5. Yeah, knight here. A5. Yeah, A6. Pawn push. Gotta go king back, and then you push over here. How do you set up those gun sounds on the site? Are they... I hadn't set up anything. It's just natural. Yeah, there's no swindles when you only have a king. 2-1. Fasty gets on the board with a quick dub. A lot of e6 in this match. Interesting. Pawnetize. No. Well, I guess there is pawn. No, there's not pawnetization because the king can take. Not in Atomar because the king can take the pawns. And in Atomic, pawnetization only works because the king and the bishop both couldn't take pawns. Doesn't work here. Okay. So he's opting again not to take on h7. So the last game we saw queen to f6 and then e5. And things turned out pretty good for team white in that game. Can you show me how to check me with a rook and connected kings? You can. It depends on where the king is, but in general you can. You can't atomic either. I don't know, I might be remembering wrong. You can if the king is on the... No. Be quiet. IJH, you're gonna confuse people. Rook on the next file over on the other side of the board. Yes, but the king would have to voluntarily go to the corner rank. If the kings are in the middle of the board, you can't do it. Stop confusing people, IJH. Yeah, queen, king versus king is a win for the queen. No matter what. But rook, king versus king is based on position. So, if the king's in the middle, if the king is anywhere other than one of the outside ranks, it's a draw. IJH, if this is the kind of knowledge you're feeding people, I don't mind if you feed knowledge to Fast-Tsunami. All right. This looks pretty clean. I'm not going to lie. Fasty might actually get good evals. Oh. See, I don't think you can give away the rook. I think it's too dangerous. Oh, but here, wait. Oh, there's no scam. You have to play h3 or g3. But there's queen e1's a huge threat here. That also works. Yeah, white's doesn't have any development, but they're up material. So queen e1 would be made if the king would stay on g1. Queen d4 takes b2. Queen d4. Oh yeah, that was a good idea. But it'd still be a pawn for a bishop, so it'd probably just be a draw. Oh, it's white's move. I mean, if black wants to try and win this with a queen scam, they're welcome to try. Bishop g7, not d4, friend. Queen takes, king moves, bishop takes here. Well, the pawns are equal then, but then the white king's way more active. Queen to e1. I don't think queen to e1 was that good. What's the follow-up after the king goes up? You have to remember that the white king can take these black pawns if it gets up there. I mean, this is a draw if black trades off pieces, but black's trying to win this. Yeah, like, after the king moves, the queen can take on take on b2, and that's just a dead draw. But again, black's trying to win this position, which I think is the wrong way to go about this. I mean, you can play bishop takes bishop here. Then it's probably better for white. I don't know. Okay, now he's taking on b. Now he's taking on b2. Now he did back the white king up a little bit, so that'll help some. Yeah, this is going to come down to who has the faster king, which I think is white. After king d5, king d5, bishop takes, king here. The king can't go straight for either of these pawns. It needs to take a detour going to e3 first, or e5 first. So this is probably good for white, I would imagine. Bishop. King will just take off all the pawns. The white king will take off all the black pawns. The black king is having trouble getting in. King takes pawn. This king put itself in a terrible spot. Okay, good move there, h3, to stop the bishop capture. Seth, no one cares about your Conrad envy. Not here. No, h4 didn't work there. And this, if the king can get back, this is a draw. Okay. There's a scam here. There is a scam here. Where, with the kings on the 6th rank. It's very tough. Okay, king up. Gotta be super careful now. The king on the 6th rank. No, don't do that. Okay, this is fine. Stop the king coming this way. We'll take that. We talked about this earlier in Discord, so Fasty should know how to draw it. Wait, yeah, Zugzwang. This is winning now, right? Push. Yeah. Fasty's getting swindled. He's falling for the scam. Yeah, this should be a draw, but Fasty completely misplayed it. Seth, I'm gonna ban you. What is this? Oh, that works fine. Never mind. Win for white. Wow. Fasty completely misplayed that in game. All right, Luka 3-1 in a game that absolutely should have been a draw. Okay, Fasty bringing out some theory with knight c3. E6, a lot of e6 going on. I don't understand Luka's obsession with e6. The king got taken. The king can't blow up, but it can get captured. Ludwig 7. Okay, so I've played positions similar to this, where the rook, the knight takes on h7 and the queen takes on g7, and it's a queen versus a knight and a pawn. I think, if I can count. Oh, a knight and a bishop and a pawn, maybe. So this is just even material. All the kingside pieces plus a rook. E6 bad in Atomar. I know the rules in theory, especially pawn activation. Seth, actually gonna ban you if you're not careful. Wait, right? But isn't just rook g5 really good here? g5, rook g4, or knight g5, knight g4, h3, h6. Takes a rook in game. Who's better there? White's got a single pawn, so probably black. Now you take on h2, and it's probably just a draw. Bro, Katask beat Wolfram 3.5 to 2.5 earlier. Really don't feed him any more intel. Okay, active kings, solid in-game ideas. Probably rook d1 here. Seems pretty good. Threatening to take the pawn here. Gotta move the rook. Rook d1. Rook d1, move the king. Take a free pawn. Looks pretty good. You're just letting the king go the other way now. Wait. Scam time. Oh, the king can go forward. Dang. Again, some kind of f4, e4 idea, but it just doesn't work. Okay, so the black king is boxed out, and the white king is boxed out. Everybody's kept on their side of the board. Tsunami opting to go for the open file. I'm not necessarily sure that's the best strategy. Like, can I ask you, Wolfram, I honestly think is the favorite to win the entire tournament. And you beat him 3.5 to 2.5, and you're saying you should have beat him 4.5 to 1.5, which is crazy. Yeah, there's not really a great way to win this without scamming. I feel like there's f4 at some point. I don't know where exactly. Black's idea here should probably be to try and run the king over to these pawns. Wait, c5 takes, then b5. Now you have a pass pawn. Bishop takes pawn. Yeah, scam. Okay, now it's a pawn up. And it's a pass pawn. The rooks are going to get traded. This looks like white scammed a win here. I was going to say the king can go to e4, but that really doesn't do black a whole lot of good. Yeah, this is black can never capture the base pawn here without giving white a queen. So this should just be winning for white. Because while the black king is over here stopping the pass pawn, the white king is just going to go gobble, gobble, gobble on these 3 pawns and win the game. So this should be 1-0, and Fasty should be up 3-2. Really, the only mistake there was losing a pawn and allowing the rook trade. After you lost the pawn, black needed to keep the rooks on, and that move was just bad. This is a win because this pawn. So black can't ever get the base pawn because then the pawn would take off and run. So black can't capture the A pawn. And black also has to stay close to the B pawn so it can't just run. So while black is busy defending this, white's just going to win all the pawns. Like, it's not even really that complicated. Okay, you can't got to be careful about when you run now. Push here, push, king here. Okay, you can play that move, I guess. I would have just gone king 7, but sure. Luka's been lost for like 10 moves now. Gobble gobble, baby. Oh, run now. Go. Now the king can never get out. It doesn't matter. Okay, 3-2. Luka wins. No, Fast-Tsunami wins. Excuse me. 3-2. All right, E4. Didn't Fasty play in the first match like knight here or something? And then D4 and A3 was some. It's like E4, E5, knight C6, and what is the obsession with E6? IGH, please tell Tsunami that E6 is bad. Except unless he wins, then don't tell him before my game. Okay, same opening. Stream might be lagging a little. Yeah, it's possible. It's been known to happen. Oi, oi. How does this work? I don't know how anything works. Wait, Golden Taylor, who are you? What is your atomic name? You're playing Cabbage, so we can figure that out. Oh, it's Wolfram. Oh, hey, Wolfram. I didn't know who you were. I don't know why Fasty keeps going into this line. It's just bad. I could have sworn Wolfram had like a Twitch account where his name was Wolfram, but maybe not. What's wrong with this opening? It's just bad. You're giving, bishop, knight, rook, pawn for a queen, which is very, very bad. Fables on commentary? I'd be excited, but he's definitely going to say no. Unfortunately, Fables does not do commentary. Yeah, Luka doesn't know what to do, but you don't need to know what to do. You're up so much material. You just don't get mated. You probably just play bishop e2 here. Oh, you can't play bishop e2 because of bishop takes d2. I want to be able to draw arrows. That would make this so much better. I love my arrows. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't play knight a3 at some point. I mean, knight doesn't have a lot of prospects over there. It does now, but... Knight a3, I mean, before the bishop is taken, go here. You're going to sack it for a pawn. But I guess it would give you a passed a pawn and kind of remove, remove a clump of pieces. Not bad. You can play knight c3 here, threatening to go to the king side where the pieces are. I'll play this against you, Dan Dan. You'll probably win because you're like super good, but maybe not. What even is the line here? It's e4, e6, knight f3, and a knight sack, and the queen. Oh. I mean, black has had uncomfortable positions here in every single game. I can post the rules link. Hold on. Just gotta find it. Saying Atomic doesn't have pinned messages. It's a lie. Let's find the rules link for people. Oh, IJH posted it. I guess I don't even have links banned. Well, whoops. There's the rules that IJH has posted if anybody wants to know. Don't ban links. I mean, I get people coming in here with spam links all the time, so. Yeah, h5 here looks like a solid idea. Try and win some material. I mean, you can post them if you want, but actually H just posted them. Yeah, I'm not as much a fan of f5. It allows the queen to get out. Yeah, you can really just play queen check and then take on b7, and that's probably pretty good. Queen check, take on b7, takes here, and then this is an isolated pawn that the king has quick access to. I don't see a problem with that. Maybe, I mean, I don't understand f5. I understand like it's trying to win a piece, but you're just losing all this. You should play knight c3 or something. Yeah, he's just completely ignoring development. Should probably get on that at some point. I don't know what position you're looking at, Catask. Because, what is that move? Okay, I guess it just frees up your pieces that I get taken, but... Unless black can find a way to get the rook in, this is probably pretty good for white. I don't know why Fast didn't go for the queen d4 check and take on b7 kind of idea. Okay, he's created an isolated pawn. There's also it's also a time scramble. So on CVT, these are a death to play, and black has less time on the clock, so it's probably good for white. Just based on time, not based on anything else. Okay, going for knight check. Okay, don't hang mate. Don't hang your king. Knight check. Push the pawn. Oh, he's not. He's going for mate. Perpetual doesn't exist. Now the king has nowhere to go. Dang. Yeah, black got in time trouble. That's all it was there, really. He needed to play queen d4 check and take on d7. It's really the big mistake there. Ah! Had to take on b7. Okay, finally, Luka moves away from e6. It's about freaking time. d5. There are definitely lines where you can just play knight here, by the way. Queens are not very good. This is a really common pawn structure I've noticed, is the one side has D and B pawns, the other side has A and E pawns, or it could be flipped E and H and D and H and E and G. Very common pawn structure. Four to 2. I believe that is the correct score. Just feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. All right, let's see. Scam to draw. Oh, let's talk about Wolfram Catask. This looks pretty good for somebody. I haven't really been paying attention. I was reading Atomic Discord. Let's see. Material count. Even material. A little bit of BA imbalance over here. White's got 2 bishops. 2 bishops are strong in Atomar. But not as strong as they are in Atomic, to be fair. Ooh, that's a good move. Bishop back. Check. Ooh, just castles. Alright, I guess that bishop has no threat of being taken because, you know, queens. Looks okay for white. I don't know if it's like completely terrible, but it's probably, like most positions in Atomar, probably just a draw until somebody scams. There's always bishop e3 check to block the e file. What's wrong with queen here? Queen d4. I guess it has no threat. That's probably what's bad with it. There are no formal checks, yeah. You're not casting out a check if there are no checks. There really aren't that many things that would be different if checks were real versus not real. You gonna take with the bishop here? Maybe bishop h6. Bishop h6 and then bishop e3. Win an exchange, maybe. Okay, bishop e3 first. Bishop h6 you have to take with the knight. You have to play knight takes, and then I was thinking there's ideas of the queen going to h6, but really they're not all that good because on queen h7, you know, you're losing material. Checks are a social construct. CDT. Chess variance training. Go to the sidebar, click Atomar. Alright. No real threat with that queen. Could just play h4 and kick it out. Like that, it can go to d2, but that's not threatening anything. That's even better because, you know, light square bishop's patrolling this way. Rook takes? Okay, not going for... Wait, what? Doesn't that just lose a queen? Bishop h5? What? Bishop h5? Bruh. What's wrong with bishop h5 here? Someone please tell me. Bishop h5. Queen takes is the only move, because your queen doesn't have anywhere to go. Okay, now he's playing it anyway. Okay, take this. This is just totally winning for white. Well, yeah. I mean, there's pawn scams, but there's... Keep the king on the back rank and run your king over here. Oh, I thought he resigned, honestly. Just play queen d2. Keep the king back. There you go. And now run the king. Scam. And the king has time to take the back pawn because the queen can come back and defend. So this is completely winning for white. Winning to the point where it would have to be a major scam to screw up. This mission can be scammed. Not really, because in this position, the king can take the base pawn, and the queen can get back to defend. The big scams in these positions are the king not being able to take the base pawn. So, like, if there were no queen and black played c4. White couldn't take the d pawn. Major scam salute. Seth, you didn't give me your Twitch Prime. You said you were going to give me your Twitch Prime. That's the real scam here. Yeah, see, now the queen just comes back, defends the pawn. King takes the other pawn. It's easy peasy. Then the king comes and takes this pawn. Wherever the king moves, not now, but there's no scam. Don't even worry about that. It's not important. What? No, hold on. Queen. Why didn't black queen? That was a scam. I'm waiting for you to teach me the rules. The rules are the king can't blow up unless you take it. The only way you lose is with takes. Why didn't Luka queen there? If Luka queened here... Oh, Luka didn't queen, so it was check. Lol. I'm an idiot. Okay, so that's a win for white, which is Tsunami. So 4-3, if I'm keeping score right. Let's look at this stalemate that I've been sent. Who's white to play? Yeah, that's stalemate. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I was thinking the knight can move, but the knight can't move. You can't have double pawns, though. The position's illegal because there's no double pawns. That's my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay. Did Fasty play a different opening? Thank God, Fasty played a different opening. Or Luka played a different opening. Wait. I'm confused. Yeah, white is Luka, so Fasty played a different opening without the crazy queen moves. Who is Jacob DKO? Yeah, I have no idea. Jacob DK. Somebody wants to watch this Atomar match. Whoa. Scam. Knight b5. Good to go. Pawn takes, knight takes. Actually, that's probably better for white. Wait. Oh, at the end of it, you have rook takes pawn to win the pawn back. There you go. There's also a bishop check if you want to throw it in. That is a legal position. That is stalemate. Rook can't move. King can't move. The bishop can't move. And there's no pawn captures. I'm pretty sure you would just flag here on CVT. What is that? Okay. Takes. Bishop takes. Queen takes. No, you don't take the bishop. You take the pawn. Bishop takes. Rook takes. What's the material there? A knight for 2 pawns? No, a knight for 1 pawn. If no one moves, it's draw. Okay. I didn't see him saying that. D takes C2 also wins piece. Did it? Oh, maybe it did. Okay, bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, and then rook takes. And it's the D pawn and the B pawn versus this knight. This is a better way to play it, because now you have the C pawn, which is passed, and just up. Right? Oh, I guess technically you're not up material, because black has the F pawn. But, so material's even. White has a pass pawn. But the king is pretty close to the pass pawn, so it's not that strong. Well, now the king's right in front of the pass pawn. D3. D3 looks like a weakness to me. Like, there's nothing around to defend that pawn. And there's nothing that's getting anywhere close to capturing on D2, so... Yeah, this looks decent for white. Probably just B3, Rook C1, or excuse me, B4, Rook C1. Probably just fine. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with G4 is. You're just asking to get attacked over there. Okay, on takes, you push through. Ah. White could have gotten a pass pawn far away from the king. Would have been pretty strong. I don't know why. I guess white just wants to trade off rooks and then take the d pawn. This is probably just a draw, I would imagine. I don't see a... well, black's low on time, so... It's interesting to see Tsunami low on time, so it never happens. Rook C1, King C5, Rook C1. This rook needs to stay on this file. The king can't come this way. Pawn push. Go pawn. Go pawn. What? No, pawn. Push the pawn. Why are you doing this? You should have pushed the pawn and move earlier. Okay, that's fine. Well, now the king's stuck. But you can't take the d pawn. Wait, can black just dance in the corner forever? That'd be kind of funny. Because I mean, you can't take this pawn. You can't take this pawn. You can't take this pawn. Wait, why did black push the pawn? Oh, white can walk all the way over this way and attack the rook. That's what it is. Yeah, this is just winning. Only winning because you get a queen. Mind you. You also have to be careful that you don't blow up your pieces. Don't get your pieces blown up. Yeah, you couldn't take the F pawn, but you had to run all the way over, which was kind of funny. So that was a white win, which is Luka. Luka's on 5. About to take down the giant. Opts to play knight F6. No draws this whole match, which is kind of crazy. Everyone says Atomar is like such a drawn game. But without engine, no one knows what to play. All right, knight A3, the move that the move that Luka would never play. 8 white wins in a row. Dang. Wow, that one black win. I think I offered Luka money to win. Offered Luka flowers as well, so I'll also have to pay him. Luka just needs to draw. D5. Okay, so that's allowing the recapture or the capture on D4 if 95. Before there was queen takes D2 or D7. Gosh, I'm screwing up all my squares. Castles. I'm generally not a fan of castling in Atomar, but this is a pretty close position, so maybe it's all right. Okay, knight is pseudo-pin because of bishop E8. Looks really good. So black's going to have to work around that. There's also some ideas of maybe getting the queen this way, getting the queen to e7 somehow with the knight on the board. I don't think that's ever going to happen. There's also just queen d6 in a lot of those lines if you take the knight. Oh, that's a nice move, because now on the capture, because the knight is quote-unquote pinned to the bishop e8 threat, now there's no take back. And if you take the knight directly, then bishop takes queen. This looks pretty good for white now. a6 and g5 aren't diagonally adjacent. Yes, this square is not diagonally adjacent to this square. Those are very far apart. Except that's a3 and g4, but you get the idea. Luka lost this game, but he's got the white pieces and only needs a draw, so he can pretty much play like a knight c3 line and try and not lose. 95. That was 95 GG. I don't understand what the point of 95 was. There's no... The takes on f7 is not a threat. I mean, Luka's trying. To his credit. He's not doing terribly. He's down, what, a minor piece? No, is that an exchange? Oh, excuse me. This knight versus this rook. Luka will need a draw as white. What can possibly go wrong? Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that. Oh. Okay, blocking the bishop coming down the diagonal. There's no knight f8 because king takes. Queen c7 doesn't really threaten anything. Queen can't come to any of these squares. Queen h5. Do you want a queen trade as white here? Well, I guess black wants a queen trade because they're offering one. I don't know if they necessarily should, but that's what they're going with. Down in exchange, they're offering a queen trade. I don't necessarily know if that's the best plan. Knight e5, knight to d3 check. Knight e5, knight to d3 check. Who knows? That bishop's going to get threatening to get taken. Okay, threatening the rook. Okay, now the bishop's being threatened. You can play bishop d1. It's like unironically a halfway decent move. Oh, there's also this knight check. Oh, but then you just take it. Ah, the scam. The hanging bishop scam. Everyone's favorite scam. Yeah, I needed to play like bishop d1 or something. Should be 1-0, but Fasty's in a little bit of time trouble. Not a lot, but got to be kind of careful. It's chess variance at training. Is it 5-4? It's not 5-4 yet. If Fasty wins this, it's 5-4. Luka needs a draw as white. Will Fasty scam himself into the next round? It's looking like it's going to be 5-4. See what ends up happening. Probably just rook b2. Rook b2, trade rooks. Well, rook b2, you're kind of defending the pawn from yourself here. So you've got to be a little bit careful. Also, rook b2, the king can get in. So a lot of things to think about. Are you really going to play king c3, a3 and attack this rook? Like, probably not. Just pawnify. Well, it's pawnitize, first of all, and that's not a thing. Okay, no pawn push because of king takes e4. Offering a rook trade. Accepting a rook trade. Oh, okay, this looks terrible for black now. Nowhere else for the rook to go. But this is just completely lost. Just resign, dude. White's make. Imagine there's a draw scam. No, 4 pawns is too many, surely. Well, if you can pick up this pawn and then. No, okay, yeah. Too many pawns. Too many pawns. 4 pawns is too many pawns. No, take and hope for a pre-move. Oh, well, there's the pre-move. All right, 5-4. Last match, Luka's got white. Needs a draw with white. E4, is he going to play E6? He did not play E6. He played D5. Luka did win this. He didn't play E5, though. No one's played knight E2. That's a correct statement. All right, let's see. Bishop trade. No dark square bishop ideas. Luka's just going to try and trade everything. Takes, and then queen G5, queen G4, trade queens. Trade everything, draw. Oh, dark square bishop scams. There's no knight here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tsunami's going to be up a piece. Oh, this is going to be the first match that goes to tie breaks. Yeah, bishop D3 was awful. I don't know. Unless you're going to immediately trade that off. All right. Tsunami's up a pawn. Let's see if he can convert. Yeah, I mean, the only idea of bishop D3 is to immediately trade bishops, and he just didn't do it. You kind of got to play knight G5 here very soon. The light square bishop doesn't look great, but like... It's not trivial, but black's position is better, which is what all Tsunami could have asked for out of the opening. Knight A3 looked better. Knight A3, bishop C2, queen somewhere. I don't know where the queen would have gone. I guess E7. Queen takes A7. So you're trying to play check and takes A7. There's knight blocks. Queen A4, knight F6, or knight C6. No, queen. There's your link cat task. Okay, black's getting a lot of space. I still think you gotta play knight G5. Knight G5, F3. What is that move? Can't you just play B4 here? What the heck? Yeah, Luka's got to be feeling some crazy kind of pressure. This is trouble. He heard knight A3 on stream. He's like, oh, I can play it now. It's too late, Luka. You missed your chance. He's definitely 2 minutes behind. Just play 9G5, man. Okay, so White's getting the pawn back. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking the knight had to move, but of course, danger levels. Knight b5, push. Probably not good. Gotta play like queen. Oh man, queen d2 looks depressing. Okay, so are you gonna play what? Why didn't you play b3? b3 just looks so good. b3 looks so good. I'll move earlier. Knight g5 to h6. Yeah, knight g5, h6, knight h7, that kind of stuff. Very common. These pawns, man. If we get to an endgame, this looks pretty good for white because the king just kind of runs over here and grabs this pawn, but we got to get there first. Black is really pushing for a win. Oh, you can't play h6 because it takes the queen. No, screw your CBT chat. That rook. That rook is going to live a sad life. I'm not going to play Disc Golf Valley on stream. Warframe says hi, Cat Task. All right. Fastest, you have 20 seconds to figure this out. 2 pass pawns. It's not. It's definitely better for black, but it's not trivial. Queen c8 takes something on b7. Castles. Bishop d8 or bishop d1. Bishop here push. Wait. Queen c8 takes, push. Whoa, what is this? Yeah, there's a lot going on here. F3. You need to play F3 to keep the rook a8 open. God, black's gonna flag to lose this. Imagine black flags here. Oh man. Why are you not playing F3, man? Oh man, I feel like there was definitely a win for black somewhere. Maybe there still is. Okay, queen check. Oh, it's so tough. Variety builds viewership. If I was going to play anything, it would probably not be Disc Golf Valley. Okay, black's trying to push pawns through on the king side. But you're never... Oh, I was going to say you're never making a pass pawn, but maybe you are. Okay, black's getting another pass pawn. Well, white doesn't need to win this. White just needs a draw. White can move the queen and then take the pawn. So yeah, this is over. Oh, now pawn takes. There's takes here. Okay. Queen a2. Now queen a2, king takes b2, blows up the queen. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be maybe some flag ideas. It's about the only chance Black has here. God, this is crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, that's it. That's GG. It's a check. Pawn takes, and you're never losing this. Never gonna lose this. No way that White will ever lose this. Should be completely winning, I would imagine. King takes? Okay, can't do that. Repetition. There are someone might flag here. Like unironically, White could flag. Okay. Oh, Queen takes King. Yeah. All right, 6-4. Luka, congratulations on a great match. Taking down the man, Fast-Tsunami. Get out of here. How do I time you out? Get out of here. Oh. Specific heat of mac and cheese. None of that talk in the Atomar chat. Luka, 6-4. Great win. Really well played. Definitely an underdog story by Luka. And after this match, I'm kind of terrified to have to play him later, but I still think he'd be slightly easier to beat than Fasty if Fasty actually tried, which, maybe in the semifinal Fasty would try a little bit harder. Who knows? But yeah, Luka 6, Fasty 4. That's a final score. Great match. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and I should be back this afternoon with or later this evening, depending on where you are, for my own match. So congrats again to Luka.